on the scanned copies. This brought the number of polling stations collated to 274. The presiding officers were made to confirm the scanned copies of the pink sheets due to complaints by the agents of the NDC. Once again, on the 8th of January 2025, 4 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 4 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP. Again, the Commission brought in their respective presiding officers of those polling stations. They confirmed the results reflected that of the pink sheets. The presiding officers signed their respective pink sheets to confirm their authenticity. On all of these days, both the NDC and MPP agents were present and witnessed the confirmation of the scanned pink sheets by the presiding officers. They also reviewed the scanned pink sheets. This brought the number of collated polling stations to 278. Thus, 3 polling station results became outstanding. It is important to note again that all these processes were captured on TV by the media. Other attempts that have been made to complete the collation since 8th January. From this point, the Commission made several attempts to collate the results without success. This is because the National Election Security Task Force was not able to provide us with the needed security. On 15th January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force to inform them that the collation on the 8th of January 2025 was not completed and requested for security to enable the EC to complete the process on Friday, the 17th of January 2025. In a press release dated 17th January 2025, the Commission was informed by the police that per the intelligence available to them, the exercise should be put on hold, hence the collation did not take place. As a result of inadequate security at the proposed collation center, party supporters invaded the offices and destroyed properties of the Commission, including furniture, doors, and louver blades. None have been arrested to date, although some of the perpetrators were captured in videos in circulation on social media. On 26 January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service again, requesting for a meeting with the Election Security Task Force on the completion of the collation. In a response to our letter, the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force indicated that to ensure a peaceful and successful exercise, the task force has begun the consultative process for a convenient date and time for the meeting with all stakeholders associated with this exercise, scheduled to be held at the National Police Headquarters. On 4 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Security Task Force informing them of the Commission's readiness to attend the proposed meeting aimed at discussing the completion of the collation. Once again, in a letter dated 17 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service to inform them about the urgent need to conclude the collation and requested adequate security. Whilst efforts to secure the cooperation of the Security Task Force was ongoing, the Commission engaged with the political parties on 26 February. During this meeting, the lack of representation in Parliament for the Ablekuma North constituency was tabled and discussed. The Commission informed the political parties of the processes and its efforts to ensure police protection so far. The Commission followed it up with another meeting with the MPP and the NDC on Thursday, 13th March 2025, with the view to move the collation process forward. The NDC at the meeting raised a number of issues and followed up with a letter to the Commission. The Commission responded to all the concerns raised by the NDC in their letters dated 17th March and 30th April 2025. Among the issues raised by the NDC was the lack of formal invitation to participate in the collation process, denial of involvement of NDC agents in the collation of the 25 scanned pink sheets on the 21st of December 2024, and concerns about the use of scanned pink sheets from the MPP during the collation of on the 5th of January 2025. The Commission addressed all the concerns and highlighted the active involvement of agents of the MPP and the NDC in all the processes, and the agreement by all the stakeholders, that's the political parties, and the Commission to rely on scanned pink sheets submitted by the MPP. On 28th March 2025, the Commission once again wrote to the Ghana Police Service and informed them about the remaining 3 polling station results which were outstanding and requested for protection for the completion of the collation. In the same letter, the Commission requested a meeting at the earliest convenience of the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. At the scheduled meeting on the 10th of April 2025, the Commission was informed that the IGP will be briefed on the meeting. On the 2nd of May 2025, the Commission wrote to the National Election Security Task Force requesting a meeting on Thursday, 8th May 2025 to discuss the collation process. At the scheduled meeting on Thursday, the 8th of May 2025, the Ghana Police Service and the EC agreed to complete the collation process on Thursday, 15th May 2025, at the old headquarters of the Commission. Before the date for the collation, the police and the task force invited the Commission for a meeting on Tuesday, 13th May 2025, and indicated that they had been informed about a pending case with respect to the Ablekuma North Constituency Parliamentary Results at the Supreme Court, and further indicated that in view of the legal process at the Supreme Court, they were unable to provide security to enable the Commission complete the collation, since it will amount to contempt of court. In a letter dated 15th May 2025, the Ghana Police Service informed the Commission. The Commission informed the Ghana Police Service that there was no injunction application granted by the court or any other process that prevented the Electoral Commission from going ahead to complete the process. So the Commission wrote to them that there was no case that will prevent the Commission from going ahead with the process. The Commission further requested for protection to enable it carry out its work. Furthermore, in the letter, the Commission requested a meeting the following day, that is Friday, the 16th of May 2025, for the purpose of agreeing on a date for the completion of the collation. The Ghana Police Service, in the response to the letter, informed the Commission that it had referred the issue of the completion of the collation of the Ablekuma North Constituency Parliamentary Election results to the Attorney General for legal advice. They indicated that in view of the referral, the National Election Security Task Force will not be able to provide security until they receive the advice from the Attorney General. Since then, we have followed up with the police on several occasions. They have indicated today they have not received the advice from the Attorney General. This put the collation process in limbo. In our bid to bring finality to the collation process, and in the light of the police decision not to provide security because, in their view, there was a pending court case at the Supreme Court, the Commission met with the NDC and the MPP on the issue. At the meeting on 12 June, the two parties presented their perspectives to the Commission. The MPP stated that the Commission should proceed with the completion of the collation as directed by the High Court. The MPP indicated that the scanned copies of the pink sheets had been verified and accepted by the NDC agents in the absence of original copies which had been destroyed by tax of the political parties. The NDC on their part noted that as a party, they will not accept the results from the 37 scanned pink sheets because they were provided by the MPP. In their view, there should be a rerun at the 37 polling stations because the pink sheets from the MPP were scanned copies and there was nothing to compare them with. Again, on Tuesday, 1st July 2025, the Commission met the representatives of the MPP and the NDC to discuss the completion of the collation. The parties informed the Commission that their positions put forward in the meeting on 12 June remained unchanged. It is important for the public to understand that the issue in contention has to do with the fact that the 37 pink sheets provided by the MPP and used to collate the results were scanned copies. After extensive deliberations, the Commission came to the conclusion that it will rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The Commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the 19 polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. The Commission was able to secure the confirmation of 18 presiding officers of their scanned pink sheets. The Commission was of the view that once its officers were legally charged to conduct the elections at the polling stations, and they have also confirmed the scanned results, there was no need to rerun the elections in those polling stations. As you have noticed from the presentation so far, the Commission's engagement with the MPP and the NDC was to build consensus on the completion of the parliamentary election in the Ablekuma North constituency due to the stalemate. It is obvious from the above narration that the Commission's efforts had yielded no results. It is also important to note that the collation process in the Ablekuma North parliamentary election has been transparent, participatory, and accountable. The agents of the political parties have been present throughout the collation, as was the media. The media have provided coverage of the entire process on each day that the collation took place. The evidence of the transparent and open process is on record. The Commission's attention has been drawn to an unfounded accusation that it has been influenced by certain individuals to pursue the rerun. We state categorically that Ghana's electoral management body is an independent body and will not be dictated to by any person or institution. Our track record speaks for itself. The Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force have assured the Commission of their readiness to ensure security before, during, and after the rerun. We count on them to guarantee that lives and property are protected, and that voters and our staff who work in a safe and conducive environment tomorrow. The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament. We have thus provided a path to complete the collation process so as to ensure that the residents of Ablekuma North have a representative in Parliament. We assure the public and the political parties that, as always, we will live by our motto and ensure that the rerun is fair, transparent, and credible. We wish the two contestants the best of luck at the polls tomorrow, Friday, the 11th of January. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Bosman. Thank you for coming.
No question.
God bless you. This is no question.
Now, the Kaya rerun election.
That was a press conference by the Electoral Commission assuring the public of its readiness ahead of tomorrow's election rerun in some 19 polling stations in the Ablekuma North constituency. Well, that'll be it for Newsfeed on Channel 1 TV. I'm Hawa Idris Mustafa. Thank you for your company.